Hi there and welcome into my channel. I'm in today, I've got a wee haul here. So I'll show you some of these. I've bought some poinsettia dies and some foliage off at AliExpress, and here's the poinsettias that it's cut. One or two of them's just no cut right in the middle, but that's error. That's my error, not the die. Okay, so that's the poinsettias that cuts out there. Pretty bog standard poinsettia. And here's the dies that I've done. This green card has got a wee kind of blue shimmer to it. And it was just some scraps that I had lying. So there's some of that foliage there. So I'll get some cards made with them and I will put them up maybe tomorrow. Here's some frame dies I got. This one says Happy Christmas. And it's got like a holly inside a frame, and it's got the inside layer and an outside layer. Some holly berries and twigs. Just these, I made a thing with these the other day and I just put glitter on the ends. What was it I made now? Oh, the wee boy card, the baby boy card. And then another frame with holly and things. And this one says Merry Christmas, and again it's just the poinsettia with them. I also bought this, and as you can see that shape there, it's the green monster without getting too technical. But the picture itself said that the overall size was 20 centimetres, but the overall size of this die is only 15 centimetres, so it's at least that short. So I have put in for a refund for that because it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Right, that was all from AliExpress. These next ones here, this is all from Temu. And as I said before, I was wanting to get into the pink Halloween, and this is what I've got here. I've got wee acrylic for putting on dangles and things. I can't think of the word just now. Because it's not a bead, it's just a wee acrylic thing, a wee flat one. And don't forget to peel your backing off of these things. See, then it'll be shiny. So I got 10 of them. I think they were $1.89 for the 10 of them. And I got Green Monster stickers. Because remember I made the notebooks and that, and I said I was going to put some stickers and that in. So I got the Green Monster stickers. This here is eyeball stickers. See that? It's just different eyes. And I've got them because I've got the glass cabochons that you put over the top, and it'll make my own glass eyes. I've got some of them, but I wanted to make my own. These wee stickers here are Pink Halloween, and it's wee witchy stickers. Well, it's all things, spiders, hats, owls. They're not bad. Print quality is pretty good. There's no blurring or dodgy anything about them. Lotion bottles, cupcakes are nice. Yep, pretty happy with them. I think there's 50 bits in here. And look at that, I would never have thought of doing that with the candy cane die. And I'm actually waiting on that coming for a die almost exactly like that, coming from Temu. That should be here in a couple of days. Yay! Next thing is tweezers. I like good tweezers. I don't like the flimsy tweezers. They really go on my nerves. And I work with a pair of tweezers that I've had from when I worked in the factories almost 30 odd years ago. Like these, except thicker. And they're brilliant. And they're good grip. These ones look as if they're a decent grip. Yep, good grip. Quite happy with them. A lot of times you buy tweezers and that and they don't meet at the front. Yep, these are perfect. And these are longer, these ones. They're not just as long as they ones. But they're good for picking things up off the floor, and they're nice, thick, sturdy ones. These ones are just ideal for this. I like the longer grip ones because of my hands. A lot of arthritis in my hands, and my grip's no good now. It's not as good as it used to be. Definitely no. And there's nice long ones as well. And I like the bent angle for when you're gluing things down and that. Right, so that's them. I think that was my most expensive purchase. I think they were about £6 or something. Flinging them all over the floor. This is quite heavy, so I wonder what this is. Oh, it's these for making dangles. Talking of dangles. So I'll need to, I think I need to jump ring that on there. You know, it's for like bag charm. Oh, there's the jump rings there. For bag charms, so I've got them. I think there's 20 sets in here, maybe. And these were made in the UK by Whale Co. Limited. Churchill Place, London. So that's them. So we'll get a wee video done with them at some point. And here we have some bat charms for dangles. And here's some bones. Just some bone beads. Again, pink. I want to get into this pink, so I'll need to buy some because I've got none. Just a nice wee bone, and they're quite good. They're 2 centimetres long, so that's a decent size. And there's 20 pieces in there. Now I'm going to washi tape that closed before I get it into a wee tub. So they don't get a sore head and spilt everywhere. Again, these are smaller than I thought actually. I'm sure these are depicted as bigger, but they'll do. These are glass beads and they've got wee eyeballs on them. Wee pink eyeballs, both sides actually. So they have, I think there might have been 50 in that. And they were pretty inexpensive as well. This again, I'm sure it's depicted as bigger than this, but I'll have to look and see. But actually for card making, that's a good size. It's almost 14 centimetres for the biggest one, so that's almost a 6x6 card. So that's a good size for card making. The wee signs are pretty small, but I've got other ones. And I'm pretty sure most of us have, so that's no problem for me. This here looks to be the proper size. And this is just skeleton dies. The skeletons are a decent size here. What size is that one? He's 12 centimetres from finger to toe. And then you've got these ones that all build up in the piles of mud. And RIP obviously in separate skulls and things like that. So that's just ideal, perfect. I just need to get some Halloween swaps in the go. Get some things made. And these are really thick. These are 3D embossing folders. They are super thick. Really thick. Yep, I am pretty pleased with that. Do you know something? You could actually put clay in there. They're really quite thick. You could get clay in them and cut it across flat and give us a nice embellishment. I'm going to try that with that. This one here is non-Halloween. This one here is, oh gosh, I can't get it out of the packet. Didn't want to come out there. Again, this is really thick. I wouldn't, well, maybe it's supposed to have that wee overhang to grab it. I don't know. That's beautiful. That is really nice. That's roses. If you can see there behind my hand. That's roses. That's lovely. Yeah, pretty happy with them. I don't know how well that hinge will last, because that felt a bit flimsy there. And some pink Halloween papers. Don't know why I'm leaning away over there. I hope I'm in view of them my way up there. Just with the looks of it. Right, Caroline, down here. And here we go. That'll go nice with that treat box die that I had. Remember the great big owl? I wonder if Krista got that because it was out of stock. Yep, they're not bad. You can hear from the thing, but they're quite thick. You know, they're not really flimsy. And they've got a wee sheen to the paper. But that's that. Right, I'm going to go off and I'm going to make some projects. Or at the very least emboss those embossing folders. And come back and show you what they look like in a wee minute. Okay, so here we go with the results of these folders here. This one is okay, but it's not brilliant, to be honest with you. And I done it a couple of times because I run that through and it was kind of blurry, and I run it back through again and it moved. It just didn't hold the card for some reason. Don't know why. So I done it again. And I wouldn't really say that's overly brilliant. It's okay. But I can see like a double line round the bat's head and a double line in the middle of the spider web and things like that. And I taped this in and I made sure the card was secure. No, there's definitely a shadow and a double line round about this. No, there is. Now that I look at it. And that was it taped in, so that's not good. Right, and that's the rose one. The rose one is really lovely. I really like the rose. So let's see if we can get just a bit of, I'll just put a dusty Concord on it, just to see what this looks like. And I mean, you normally wouldn't do this. You might do if you fancy, but I wouldn't. Because that takes the pattern away, if you ask me. I like it better without. Chance to hang, I've dropped my lid. Right, so that's that. I had to retrieve my lid. Okay. That's all my purchases for just now. So catch us again in the next one. Bye.